Leaders usually face the daunting task of being responsible for everything. You know, whatever goes wrong is usually, ultimately, their fault. Because in the eyes of some, perhaps naive observers, leaders should know everything. They should be good at everything. And of course, they should do everything right. But inevitably the truth and the reality is far removed from this perspective, because leaders can't do all things. They can't be all things to all people. Harsh, I know, but true. For the most successful leaders, just like anyone else, will tend to have a defined suite of skills and strengths that are quite unique to them, hardwired into their DNA, things they're really good at. Oh, and just like the rest of us, they'll also have a multitude of areas where they just don't excel. Call these weaknesses if you want to get right down to the point. However, these same successful leaders almost always proceed to source and appoint and rely heavily on their teams to manage specific areas of their organisation or their business. These are people who have the requisite skills, the strengths, and the capabilities to do quite diverse tasks. Quite often, these tasks are in the leader's own areas of weakness. The trick for the leader then is to manage the dynamics of an often fast-growing, fast-evolving mission and team. We don't have to be a rocket scientist to see the imperative of selecting and appointing the right people, resourcing them, and providing a career path for them to keep them stimulated and growing, and, well, sometimes just to keep them. The legendary Peter Drucker once stated, "Management is doing things right, but leadership is doing the right things." For a leader, finding the right balance, where to devote their own personal energy, where to focus their attention, is key to being successful. And key to a leader's success in this sourcing, appointing, development and retention of people is the ability and the commitment to understand the individual aspirations, the growth path and wishes of their people, and to nurture it fully. Surely as day follows night, leaders who are more concerned about their team than themselves will find their own future and fortunes expanded, almost by default. Take the decision, take the time, and take the energy this week to look carefully at your team again, those you are responsible for, and see just how you can identify their potential, how you can grow their capability and expand their future, because your future and well-being is ultimately, intimately tied to theirs. I believe in you, and I know you can do this. I'm Neil Finlay, and this is The Mentor's Diary.